Unfortunately, SEC decides to rock the market once again. Bitcoin is lower than it was yesterday. And that's because Gary Gensler, SEC, decides to sue Coinbase officially today. After that monumental lawsuit yesterday, 13 charges actually, against Binance, against CZ, and everything else that they declared were securities yesterday, including staking and multiple projects. Well, they decided, you know what? Why not? Let's go ahead and sue the biggest exchange in the United States, Coinbase. They've been threatening them for a while. They sent them a Wells notice. Finally, it has happened. And of course, Bitcoin went a bit lower because of it. But the good news is just slightly. We're only talking about 200 points lower than yesterday. So this is not a total disaster, but it is adding more pressure right now. Coinbase stock is down 18%, 19%, and it was down already 10% yesterday. So Coinbase is getting absolutely hammered right now. What did they do wrong? Well, this lawsuit claims that Coinbase has operated as an unregistered broker, exchange, and clearing agency simultaneously, arguing that it solicited customers, handled orders, and allowed for bids and acted as an intermediary all at once. This is the same thing that the SEC said about Binance, unregistered broker, exchange, and clearing agency. So SEC doesn't like the fact that Coinbase has other services like their Prime service and also their custodian service. So the SEC is claiming that altogether, if you look at Coinbase as a whole, they're unregistered. So it just seems like they're really stretching it right now. They go on and allege that, several coins listed within Coinbase are also considered securities. Some are repeats from yesterday. Solana, Cardano, Polygon, Filecoin, Sandbox, Axie Infinity. Okay, those are repeats from yesterday. So, securities. But the list goes on. Chiliz, Flow, ICP, Near, Verge, Dash, and Nexo. Interesting enough, now the SEC is going after privacy coins. Verge and Dash are privacy. Nexo also a lending company. So basically, SEC is going after everything. Everything that we know. Stable coins now, right? Going after stable coins, going after chains, going after games and metaverses, and now going after privacy coins. So Gary really wants to attack everyone and everything within the US. But it makes you wonder why. Why now, right? Out of all the times they could have done this, they could have done it a month ago, a year ago. Why now? Is it because the SEC is about to lose that lawsuit against Ripple, so they feel like they need to make moves? There is one other explanation, and I think a lot of people miss this. Coinbase, Robinhood, and the CFTC are all set to testify in Congress today over the new proposed crypto bill. This is happening today. And the SEC just happens to sue Coinbase today and sues Binance yesterday. This, to me, seems like it's some kind of power move where the SEC throws a wrench and basically tells Congress, like, don't listen to these guys. We are the ones that you should listen to. We are the ones in charge. Everything is security, so CFTC should really have no say in this crypto framework. And Coinbase and Robinhood, well, don't listen to them. I would not be surprised if SEC sues Robinhood next. I think this could be it. I think this is the reason why the lawsuit came yesterday for Binance and for Coinbase today, because there's supposed to be some kind of testimony in Congress about crypto bill and how to handle crypto and regulations and coming up this framework to regulate the entire industry. This may be the reason. Wow, if you think about it, right? I mean, obviously, between yesterday and today, a lot of liquidations added up to about $320 million, right? But the damage has been limited. You know, we're hovering above 25,000, 25,500. So we did go a little bit lower than yesterday, but at night, it did seem like we were kind of recovering. People are getting over it, right? Keep in mind, when the SEC sues, does not mean that you're already in the wrong. They're alleging, right? So, does not mean that they're actually correct. The courts actually have to find whether or not the SEC is correct. Before, the SEC would have their own judges. That has been removed, right? So now they have to find a court of law and judges to actually look at the case, or cases, I should say, and determine whether or not these alleged violations are actually true. CZ this morning tweeted out, well, if you have to pick a fight with everyone, maybe you are the one at fault. Well, that's an interesting way to look at it, right? It does seem like Gary Gensler is trying to pick a fight with absolutely everyone, even interagencies, even with the CFTC. They're fighting everyone. The U.S. Chamber of Commerce also. Both disagree with Gary. And, of course, all the exchanges now, right? The one good thing about this is now everyone is going to stand together and fight Gary, right? Including Ripple. But now you have exchanges, two of the biggest, Binance and Coinbase. I bet you they will join forces. And also, you got a lot of these chains like Cardano and Solana and Polygon. They're worth billions. They have a large war chest. They all do, right? And they will fight this. Now, CZ obviously is not affected. The day after they get this lawsuit or get sued, they decide to add Bitcoin NFTs to their marketplace. And CZ's motto is just keep building. Keep building, ignore the FUD, okay, and keep building. And like I said, I think all these guys are going to get together and fight Gary. And again, why is Gary doing this right now? Is it because the SEC is about to lose this gigantic multi-year lawsuit with Ripple? I think that's a real possibility. And also, due to this, again, no one knows what the hell is happening right now with SEC and with Gary Gensler.